The laptop's awakening. In a quiet apartment, nestled on a wooden desk, lived a laptop named Luma. She had always known one way of life, tethered to the wall, her cord stretching like a leash to the outlet. The hum of electricity was constant, steady, and predictable. Wall charging was safe, reliable, but it was also limiting. Whenever her human carried her to the couch or the balcony, Luma felt the tug of the cord, the awkward yank when it snagged on a chair leg. She longed to roam freely, but the wall always called her back. One evening, her human unplugged her. At first, panic surged through her circuits. No cord? No lifeline? But then, something miraculous happened. Her battery, an overlooked reservoir, came alive. Energy flowed from within, not from the wall. It was warm, self-contained, like discovering she had a heartbeat. Luma blinked her screen brighter. She could move. She could wander. Her human carried her to the balcony, where the night air was cool and the city lights twinkled. For the first time, she wasn't tethered. She was free. She could rest on the lap, on the bed, even on the kitchen counter without dragging a cord behind her. Battery charging was joy. It was independence, but freedom came with responsibility. As the hours passed, her battery drained. The numbers ticked downward, 70%, 50%, 30%. Anxiety crept in. What if I run out? What if I go dark? She remembered the wall's embrace. Steady, endless, unyielding. The wall was security. The battery was adventure. When her charge dipped to 10%, her human returned her to the outlet. The cord clicked in, and Luma sighed with relief. The wall's power surged back, filling her cells. It was like returning home after a long journey. That night, Luma dreamed. She dreamed of balance, the wall as a sanctuary, the battery as wings. Over time, she learned to savor both. On long mornings at the desk, she stayed plugged in, basking in the wall's steady current. On afternoons in the park, she thrived on battery, feeling the thrill of untethered life. She discovered the rhythm of charging cycles, the sweet spot between 20% and 80%, where her battery felt healthiest. She began to see herself not as a prisoner of the wall, nor as a reckless wanderer on battery, but as a traveler who could choose her path. One day, her human whispered, "You're coming with me." They slipped her into a backpack, and together they boarded a train. Luma watched the world blur past, mountains, rivers, towns, while running purely on battery. She felt alive, part of the journey, not just a tool, but a companion. When they reached a cafe, her human plugged her into the wall again. The outlet was different, foreign, yet familiar. Luma realized something profound. Every wall was a home, every battery cycle a story. She was no longer afraid of running out. She had tasted freedom, and she had learned to trust the return. And so, Luma lived with joy in both worlds. The wall gave her roots. The battery gave her wings. She was complete.